Yeah, if you think you're going to do it in your own strength, then you know what? Yeah, you can do it.
COVID, it's been helping people move their businesses from offline or brick and mortar to online.
Systems are more important than skills as an entrepreneur today.
It's totally okay to reinvent yourself multiple times, especially when you're an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Profitable Coaching Conversations with WendyY Bailey. If you're a coach, speaker, or industry expert, you're in the right place for sales and marketing wisdom and insight to grow your coaching business. Now, here's your host, Income Acceleration Mentor, WendyY Bailey.
Hi, and welcome to this bonus episode of Profitable Coaching Conversations. WendyY here. And I want to know, have you ever had to do something that felt like it was impossible to do? Sometimes our dreams and goals can be so big that they require a bigger, deeper level of belief from us in order to accomplish them. That's what today's episode is all about. How do you step into a belief that feels bigger than where you currently are? What do you do when you have big dreams and big goals that require bigger, deeper thinking from you? Well, the first thing I want to share is that every day I live a dream. Every day I look at something that feels impossible. Every day for more than 18 years, I've been in the space of going, okay, I don't know if that's possible, so I know it's going to require something bigger from me. It's going to require a deeper belief from me in order to accomplish it. I set my goals that way. I live my life that way. You've heard the expression that if your goal doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Because you've got to be able to look at dreams, look at goals as though they are impossible, but equip yourself to face the impossible, to realize and accomplish dreams and goals that are much bigger than you even imagine. So again, how do you do that? You begin with the process of strengthening your belief system. You know, for me, it's reading scripture and praying. It's also affirmations, because sometimes it takes more from me in order to do something. I've got to talk to myself and have a language that is affirming for myself. So affirmations are really big for me. Sometimes I journal about my fear. And then when I journal about it, I can see it as though I'm outside of the fear and coach myself in that space. It also means that I look to my coach. It also means that I look to my therapist. I believe in having a support system that empowers me and challenges me to do bigger things, to accomplish more than my faith just allows me and affords me to. So what you've heard from me is prayer, scripture, affirmations. It's also about your support system. And it's also about crafting goals that really challenge you and put you in a place of higher belief. When you believe bigger or you believe deeply, then you have the confidence to approach your goals and dreams in a way that speaks to your success in achieving them. Do I achieve every single one of my goals? I'm not going to tell you that I do, because sometimes I don't. Sometimes, because of things unfolding, what I realize is that goal needs to be tweaked just a little bit because it's bigger in this way, or it really needs to be more specific in that way. So it's about clarity if I have to tweak something. It doesn't spell failure for me. It just means I've learned something that challenges what my goals are going to be. It means I've learned something and adapted my learning in the way of changing my goals just a little bit. And every single time I do that, I find myself achieving the goal based on the change. I find myself believing and growing more confident. I find myself feeling more faith in myself and executing on something that I don't have control of, like I don't always know the how, but it's clear to me that it's going to unfold in a particular way. Case in point, when I decided I wanted to do this podcast, I hadn't done it before. I had done video, so that wasn't a big deal. But the work that's required in creating a podcast is very different than anything I've ever done before. I got to tell you, when I started it out, I wasn't convinced it was what I needed to do, because what I had heard my inner voice saying to me was, everybody's got a podcast. Why you want to do a podcast? Everybody's got a podcast. And that kind of was deterring me from actually beginning the podcast. And so once I got past that, and how I got past that was understanding that while everyone may have a podcast, nobody's going to do it WendyY style but me. WendyY in this podcast is what makes it different. That's why it's featuring guests in a particular way. That's why we have a signature segment on the podcast. That's why we publish twice a week. That's why, we are growing leaps and bounds by the number of views and the number of subscribers on our YouTube channel. All of that is part of my goal for the podcast. It's a video podcast. Not a lot of people are doing a video podcast. Everybody's doing an audio podcast. We do both. So bigger sometimes challenges you to bigger, more clearer goals. My point in sharing that is you want to be in a space and place where you believe in the impossible. And the way you do that is by shoring up all avenues of support for your goal, for your idea, for your accomplishment, the thing that you want to achieve. And when you do that and you move forward in purpose, you're actually saying, okay, universe, okay, God, I'm conspiring to do this. I want you to join me in my conspiracy to make this happen. I love thinking of a conspiracy to support you, a conspiracy to guide you, a conspiracy to help you reach your goals. Because it's true. It's totally true. Every single thing that I wanted for the podcast, I didn't have in place. But as I moved forward in purpose, the video production team showed up. As I moved forward in purpose, the person who showed up to provide my Zoom showed up. I don't have a regular Zoom account. I've got an enterprise account because that person showed up because I was moving forward in purpose. So pay attention to those opportunities to shore up your support, to pray and execute faith, to affirm where you are and who you are and whose you are. Affirmations do work. To every step of the way, create the support system that will guide you to completing your goals. This has been another bonus episode of Profitable Coaching Conversations. I'm WendyY. Be sure to join me over at the Profitable Coaching Society, where we're sharing best practices and you're getting support and you're being able to celebrate who you are and whose you are in the marketplace through your sales, your marketing, your business. And we want to do just that for you. So go to profitablecoachingsociety.com and we will see you there. We'll also see you for another episode of Profitable Coaching Conversations coming soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much for tuning into Profitable Coaching Conversations with WendyY Bailey. Be sure to join us at the after party at www.profitablecoachingsociety.com. We'll see you next time for more sales and marketing wisdom and insight from WendyY and her amazing guests. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you know when new episodes are posted.